Hey, it's been a cornerstone of President-elect Trump's campaign, and he's not backing down off his tough stance on immigration.
What we are going to do is get the people that are criminal and have criminal records, gang members, drug dealers. We have a lot of these people, probably 2 million, it could even be 3 million. We're getting them out of our country or we're going to incarcerate. But we're getting them out of our country. They're here illegally. And
it looks like the law is on his side, even if Congress does not agree. Here to explain, Fox News senior judicial analyst Andrew Napolitano. Judge, we're playing off the fact that a lot of mayors have come up and said, you know, we're not kicking our illegals out. We have sanctuary cities.
All right. Sanctuary cities are not cities where the federal government can't enforce the law. They are cities where the locals will not help the feds enforce the law. Can the federal government force local police to enforce federal law? Answer, no. Can the police local police aggressively resist the feds? No. Can they stand silent? Yes. So a person has contact with the NYPD. The NYPD knows this person's here illegally. Under Mayor de Blasio, they will not report that person to the feds. The feds will have to find him. Under Mayor Giuliani, they would have reported that person to the feds, hung on to him or her until the feds came to take that person away. President-elect Trump actually has the law on his side because Congress has given American presidents great leeway to make a determination based on national security, national sovereignty, and the resources available about who should be deported and who should not be.
Some of the states have pushed forward and said, leave our illegals alone. Philadelphia, New York, Chicago, L.A., San Francisco. Look at that was just off the top of my head. I think you're pretty impressed by that. Now the map came in to say, help me.
Always impressed by
Thank you very much. Minneapolis and Seattle. So, Judge, they're saying leave my illegals alone.
So that doesn't mean that illegals can't be deported from there. It just means that the local authorities, police and civilian authorities in those cities will not help the federal government enforce immigration law.
No, I hear you. Having said that, let's look at the reality of it. Donald Trump has made it clear after his initial announcement that he is going to focus on securing the border and getting criminals, illegals here who are criminals, out of the country. Do you also see that there'll be pressure on those mayors to not protect criminals in their midst?
Absolutely. Look, yesterday, Rahm Emanuel, of all people, said, you know, come to Chicago and you'll be safe.
No one's safe in Chicago.
Correct. It's really ridiculous to say that about Chicago. But the unintended consequences of that is going to be more pressure on the social welfare of the city, probably more crime, probably more congestion, the types of things that mayors have a difficult time dealing with.
Yeah, especially Rahm Emanuel in particular. And the president also said yesterday, don't touch DACA, which means kids taken here as infants, young kids, 4 or 5-year-olds, get to stay because he had an executive order. That's going to be a little bit tougher politically.
Well, that executive order was invalidated by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, and the Supreme Court tied on whether or not to overturn it. So the executive order is out. Donald Trump, President-elect Trump, will have to issue his new executive order as to how he wants to address it. That executive order pertains to the illegal parents of legal children. So illegals come in this country and have a child. Should you separate the child, who's an American citizen, from the parents who are here illegally? That's a problem that the Trump administration is going to have to confront very soon.
I'm just getting word. Judge, every time you appear on our show, you get the Fox and Friends home game. Today...
What's the home game?
The home game is you get to pretend you're Fox and Friends at home, like password. But today, because Ainsley's book launch, you get 25% off the cover price.
I get 25% off. Sure, he gave me a free one.
Really? No. Well, she's going to charge you at the end.